Welcome to Dose of DeAnn, where you'll get a little shot of what my life is like living with SMA. Speaking of shots, I just got my 5th injection of liquid gold the other day. Okay, it's not exactly liquid gold. It's called Spinraza. But that got me thinking, what's more expensive, gold or Spinraza? That brings up my next Lexa challenge. I'm going to partner up with Lexa to figure out the answer, and I'm challenging you to take a guess. What do you think's more expensive, Spinraza or gold? Leave a comment in the forums or on the YouTube channel. I want to know what you think. Alexa, what's the price of gold?
As of 11:51 a.m. Eastern, the price of gold was $1,318 per troy ounce.
Okay. Alexa, what's the price of Spinraza?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
She might not know the price, but I do. It's approximately $125,000 per injection. Did you guess it right? Even though it's that expensive, it's the only FDA-approved treatment for SMA. I decided to seek treatment because I wanted to hit the pause button on my disability. And that's kind of what it does. The way I explain SMA is completely not scientific, but it helps me kind of understand how it works, how the drug works, and my disability. Basically, everybody has networks that help your brain communicate with your muscles. For people with SMA, our main network doesn't exist. And that's the most reliable network, like a landline would be. So we have to rely on a backup network. Unfortunately, for us, it's kind of like the worst cell phone network you could possibly have. Your muscles, when they pick up the phone, don't get complete messages and the calls get dropped. So, eventually, muscles quit answering the phone. And that's where the atrophy comes in. What Spinraza does is it fixes that network. So your muscles, when they answer the phone, they get a complete message. That's kind of cool. I don't know how they do it, but that's what the drug does. The injection is an intrathecal injection, which means it's into your spinal fluid. And therefore, I have to travel about 2 hours away to receive my treatments. Here's a little video of my trip down there. Since it's still winter here in Minnesota, it made me smile when I looked out the window and saw the spring landscape. It's a pretty elaborate mural to see on the side of a semi. There's the blue chicken and the cherry on the spoon, 2 of the most famous sculptures in the Minneapolis Sculpture Garden. We're just heading into the Lowry Tunnel into Minneapolis, where the U of M is located. Once I'm all checked in, they bring me back to a room and transfer me to a hospital bed. I'm really fortunate that I don't have to change clothing. I just wear sweats and that's fine. And then they wheel me down to the CT room. I get it done in CT because my spine is fused. And since the fusion basically blocks any openings that an injection can be done, they can go through the neural foramen, and that's the natural opening that's created when your nerves branch out into your legs. They use a side approach to gain access to the thecal sac that holds the spinal fluid. And with CT guidance, they just make sure that they don't come close to anything that they're not supposed to. It's worked like a charm for me. One thing that a lot of people have mentioned and I've heard is that they get a spinal headache from these procedures. That's not the case for me. I've never had one, and the doctors are doing everything they can to prevent that. My doctor mentioned that there's been like a 15% chance of getting a spinal headache. And after they found that out, they're doing what they can to reduce that number by having us lay flat after the procedure for 1 hour instead of half hour, and using a smaller needle when possible. It is a lifetime treatment. However, there are drugs in the pipeline and that are in trials. Now, they're years out from being approved, so I'm happy that Spinraza is available. If you have questions for me, post your questions on the Spinraza and the SMA News Today forums, or leave a comment here on YouTube. I'd be glad to answer any questions best I can. Here is a picture of one of my initial CT injections, and it's really hazy, but you can see from the top the needle going out, down, and the little area circled is the sweet spot where they do the injection. To me, this looks like something from outer space, but I think it looks really cool. I don't even need to be put under for this procedure. All they do is numb me up using something called a J-tip. It sounds like you're opening a pop can, but it just numbs you up really good. There are other ways to get the injection if you've had a spinal fusion. I've heard some people have what's called a laminectomy, and that's like removing a little piece of bone to make like a window so you can get the injection. I've heard of people getting injections into their cervical spine, and I've even heard of people getting ports placed so the injection is easier. I would recommend talking with your doctor to see what's best for you. On our way out of town, we get a glimpse of the US Bank Stadium, so here it is. Alexa, where was Super Bowl 52 played?
Super Bowl 52 was played at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Someday maybe I'll see the inside of that stadium. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Please comment in the forums or on the YouTube channel. We'd love to hear from you. Have a good day, everyone. Bye for now. You've seen how I like smart home devices. Now you get a chance to win your own. SMA News Today is giving away 10 Amazon Echo Dots just for participating on the forums. Here's a link. Check it out.